Okay.
Hello, hi, good evening, everyone. I just want to check if we are live. Just give me a second. Okay, great. We are live.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Success Mastery Tribe. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tribe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are in the world listening to this Facebook Live. Tonight, we are very special because tonight's live is very, very interesting, and we have a very special guest tonight. So, before we start, we just probably going to wait for a few minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes for more people to come in. So if you're watching this live right now, please say hi, so that we know who you are and who is watching live with us tonight. Okay, this live, there's actually an overwhelming response, and a lot of people are looking forward to this Facebook Live. Okay, and we have Swan, we have Jane, yeah, Jane, and who else? Who else is on live tonight? Helen, hi Helen, good to see you. We have Wygen as well. Okay, so if you are watching this live, just say hi, in the chat, or just give us a thumbs up, or some love tonight. I think Shino needs a lot of encouragement because this is his very first Virgin Facebook Live. Okay, his very first Facebook Live, and we given it to Success Mastery Tribe. So we are very honored to have him tonight. Okay, and we have Vivian. Hi, Joanne. Right, and we have so many people. Marlene as well. I think so. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Ingawati, Sokan. Right. So thank you guys. Okay. So if you are still watching this live with us, just type a hi, or just introduce yourself. Where are you from? Which country are you from? And we're going to get started really quickly. So tonight we're going to probably hang out here for about 45 minutes for this live. Hi, Kisman. Hi, Douglas. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Hi, John. So yeah, thank you for watching. And maybe we wait for another minute or so, for more people to come in before we kickstart, because tonight's topic is very interesting, okay, and very, very enticing to a lot of the beginners here in Success Mastery Tribe on how to use the Space-Time app, right? So I know Shino himself has been using the app for quite some time, right? Personally, I don't really use the app, so I use another set of app provided by Joey Yap, as you guys might know. So I'm more familiar with that app. However, I heard tons of good reviews for the few other apps out there, which is used by many people. Okay, so that's why we are doing this tonight. Okay, and we have Karen, we have Anne, hi Anne, and Rajan as well from South Africa. Hello, and Anne is from Belgium. Hi Anne. Okay, so yeah, so with that, let's get started. Just first thing first, I just want to thank you guys for being on the tribe, right? And especially for the wonderful, positive, and encouraging people that we have so far in this group. And I really sincerely thank you. I don't really have a lot of interaction in terms of Facebook Live or even writing in terms of comment. So I just like take this opportunity, you guys, and also to appreciate you being active on this group. And please continue to help to invite your friends to grow the group, and at the same time, you know together as a group we need to protect the tribe. That's very, very important. Okay, so with that, tonight actually attention is all on this handsome gentleman here, who his name is Shino. That's his nickname actually. If his real name is actually Alexandra the Great, right? Like the warrior. So how do you want us to call you? You want Alex, Alexandra, or you want Shino?
Sino is okay. It's very good
You know,
already for Sino. Yeah.
I think that's your Facebook profile name, and you kind of brand that yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of met Sino on Facebook. We have not met in person before, and obviously during COVID, And COVID has opened up lots of possibility for me, and I met so many new friends all over the world now, right? And virtually we met. However, I really wish we can meet in person one day. Okay, so we met and we chit chat a little bit, and he's happened to be on this tribe. And one day he just came on to me and say, "Hey, Roy, I really want to do this sharing to the members," and that's where we kind of discuss a little bit on what's the best way to do it for you guys. So initially he wanted to do a Zoom, and I realized the response might be overwhelmed. So we say, "Hey, let's do a Facebook Live." The video will be staying on this group itself, so you can always refer back 5 times, 10 times, up to you, right? And so that's how we're going to do it. Okay, so just a little bit of his background. He's actually a full-time, working with an insurance company. In fact, it's not the front line salesperson. He's the back end guy who do all the claims, right? So you do want to know him, because you make sure he's the guy that approve or not approve your claim, again, somehow or other. Again, I think he's in the company for 8 coming to 10 years, very stable and a very amazing guy. So with that, I'm going to pass on to him. Come, Shino, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, thanks, Roy. I think first of all, I actually have to thanks Roy for creating such a nice tribe for us, for everybody here. So because of Roy, that I learned more things from his daily sharings and all the Facebook Live, and also from Nelly and Alex Lim. So what I want to do today actually is like using the apps to like further our study, our education in the Chinese metaphysics. So inside the apps actually brings a lot of information. Maybe we will find it a little bit too much sometimes, but I think for newbies that everything will be good, because you can just play with it, tap with it. Okay, so this is it from me, I think.
Yeah, so I know Shino actually prepare a lot of content up front. He was like 2 weeks ago, he already like, "Hey, Roy, all this content good enough, for the sharing and things like that." I was like, wow, that's a lot of good content. And we discussed a little bit, and we streamlined to the few main key important points, so that majority people can really make full use of it, right? And so that's where this Facebook Live is all about. Okay, so Shino, want to share a little bit about your journey in Chinese metaphysics? Like to share with us a little bit of background.
Oh, okay. I actually get to know Datuk Joey around Malaysia, because I'm from Malaysia. So on MCO, actually I was following another speaker. That speaker actually brings Datuk Joey for an interview. Okay.
Okay.
So after that, he brings Datuk into the interview. So I started to follow Datuk Joey and found that all the team Joey are actually giving a lot of free stuff. And so from there, I learned by bits. Actually, I'm not a very pro on Chinese metaphysics, but I do follow them on a daily basis. On Kevin Chan, on Mindy Iverson, Joe Boy. So I have also had some consult from Team Joya. So from there, I also learned how all the feng shui consult done, everything. So that's my journey. So I learned bit by bit. So this is how I started all this until now.
Wow, wonderful. And you started when? 2018, 2019? Is that when you start, or?
In Malaysia lockdown, I think it's around 2020.
Oh, 2020. So last year, you only started last year.
Last year, yeah, around May. I think around May.
Okay, so you pick up a lot within, say, 9 months. Now it's about 9 months.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So maybe you'll share with us a little bit, what have you applied in your life in terms of Chinese metaphysics? Which tool do you apply, and what results do you have so far?
Actually, I have tried a lot of things, like manifesting, and then like because on the Joe Boy, I follow a lot of Joe Boy and Kevin Chan. So Joe Boy actually giving me something like, you can use monthly chasing stars. So mainly I will be using that, and actually it turns around a lot of things and makes me more like open to this Chinese metaphysics things. And from there, I actually get a little bit result day by day. So I cannot say that a fully confirmation on that. So it just brings me a little bit higher energy, I think.
I see. So is that the feng shui, the monthly flying star that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's
Okay. Okay. I
even
remember.
now also. Even now also I'm chasing stars
Okay, so which
because
star
for
are you chasing now currently?
nobleman star one, flying star one.
Okay, and you have to do it consecutive for 3 months, right? I remember.
Yeah, more than 3 months now.
You have to consecutively follow the star for 3 months to really get the effect. So have you used anything for Chimen? I'm just curious.
Manifesting for like what the Kian sharing inside the Facebook
Okay.
is about the what we call the six nobles or the six precious. Yeah. So normally I will follow that to do some manifestation for my works and my relationship with others people. Yeah, that's how I get the courage to find Roy to do all this Facebook live sharing.
Amazing, amazing. And thank you so much for having the courage because it's really not easy to be out here being vulnerable and share your story. And now we have close to about 90 people watching this live. And suddenly,
Yeah.
most of the people in the tribe will know your name overnight. And it's really courageous. It's really courageous. It's not easy. I personally went through that as well. Yeah. So maybe just share one or two things that you feel have improved for you for the last 10 months ever since you used Chinese metaphysics, especially during COVID, right? Because I guess COVID didn't really affect your work. So what are the areas you feel have helped you improve in Chinese metaphysics for yourself?
Mostly, I think that the mindset had changed because when you started to learn Chinese metaphysics, you actually will use your own Bazi or use your own like feng shui, everything to boost up your energy. So I'm actually a little bit of introvert. I don't like to make friends. So when I understand my structure and everything, so I started to like wanted to activate all this talent that I have. So I started to go out and make friends, talk to people. Even in the real life, I doesn't really comment much in Facebook.
Okay.
So started to or like activating all this talent using the feng shui and Bazi something, and so to like a daily basis activation. So it's an action based. So for me, action is a very important thing. And I like to hear Dato Joey say, everything is a cause and effect. So when I started to do something, the effect will be there. So from that, I started to like changing all my action based because I'm a super introvert. I like to play games. This is one of the
Play games so too. We are quite similar. Actually, a lot of people don't know is I'm actually an introvert. However, most people, when I say that, they will be like, don't come and lie to us or don't come and BS us. Roy, you are absolutely an extrovert, right? Because of how you talk and you write. But my true self, actually, I'm an introvert, and I love to be at home and I like to stay, just be myself and play computer games like you. Yeah. So I would say just now you mentioned the most impact that you had was your mindset change, right? And you also have became more courageous. Is that so?
Yeah, to do a lot of things. Yeah, this the whole mindset actually changed.
Awesome.
You see when you see Dato Joey giving you all the free stuff and the daily 30 telegram, so all this actually given me a new perspective on everything else. So that it doesn't mean that when you're having a bad parcel chart that you're going to become like a bad person like that, or you're having a bad luck all the time. It all depends on your action and your mindset.
Wow.
So like on that, then you can change a lot of things.
Wonderful. And I really applaud you for catching that phase from him because it is absolutely true because action at the end of the day is the most important because I get questions almost every day from people from the tribe, from the group, and some of my students. They'll be like, "Hey, Roy, can I manifest? And then can I do this? Can I just?" So they will ask everything except taking action. So action is the most important, and the activity, the action part is where that gets you the result. Which you mentioned just now, amazingly, the cause and effect, which is exactly most important, because when you do the action, you give out the energy. That's where the energy will comes back from there.
Yeah, that's a main focus. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's jump right into the main topic. I think you have some slides that you want to share. Okay, so I'll give you time to set up and change to your slides so you can start sharing your slides. And so for guys who are still watching, can you just give a thumbs up, or just type a 1 to really encourage over here. You can see he's actually very nervous. In fact, I really applaud his courage and everything. Just now while we were testing and doing the dry run, in fact his room where he is now don't really have air conditioning. He was on his fan, but his fan was making quite some noise. So I kindly asked him if he could turn it off. Apparently now that it turned off, the room become a bit humid for him, so you can see him sweating a bit. So I feel very bad. Okay, so yeah, so you just want to give him and some encouragement, type a 1, type a yes, or give him some encouragement words while he set up his slides. Okay, so he prepared some slides for you guys. Yeah, over here, I'm sure you guys can see. Okay, so I'll hand over to you, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you, Roy. Thank you. Okay, so here is a little bit of my first page, and then this is the apps that we are going to use it. So from these apps, actually, that you can get it for free, and inside here they will mention that they have a lot of plotters. They have the Bazi, the hexagram, the flying star, the Yijing. So today mainly I will talk about on the main page and on the Bazi side. So how does I actually get to know all these elements and get familiarized with it? So actually I use this app for quite some time, and inside it actually give me some insight, some notes, and also when I needed something, it will be like kind of a diary for me. So before that, this is one of the things that I think most of the people use these apps and get confused by it. Okay, when you were starting downloaded the apps, when you started to use it, that it asks you to put your birthday. Okay, so inside this birthday, actually will affect all the setting inside this apps. Okay, and it will mostly affect on the achievement side, it will mostly affect the 3 victories days. Okay, so you must get this right. And the setting here, I suggest that everybody to take everything here. So you just get familiarized with it, get everything tick, and so that when your plotter or your space-time, you look exactly just like what I'm showing here. Okay, this is important because when you have everything tick, even inside the achievement plotter, you will see difference. Like today is a pink fire day, and this is for the asker, and then the C matter will become like the outcome box. Okay, so sometimes when you see only picture, then this will become like a little bit confused. Okay, so this is I emphasize this, that you're gonna go and take all this and let this by yourself and get familiarized with it. And on that side, then when you're using the apps, you will get like more friendly, because even on the Datuk Joey plotter, you can see everything is on Chinese. So you can do a matching with it when you are doing some plotter and everything. Okay, so okay, let's start this Bazi session. Okay, most of the person that downloading the apps, I actually went through some of them. Some of my friends, I asked them, do you know that actually this site can scroll up or scroll down or scroll left? And this is the place that actually brings a lot of others information. Okay, so on the top side is actually your natal chart. The bottom one actually is the luck pillar. Okay, the bottom one, the luck pillar, actually give you more than just the annual, the 10-year cycles. It will give you the month, the day, and the hour also. So you can actually tap on the bottom side, and you will have an interaction from the luck pillar and to your natal chart. So here that you can actually see all the auxiliary star, all the hexagram happenings, and other stuff inside here. Okay.
Cool. Very cool.
This is when you like tapping into your natal chart. Okay, and you will see clash and combo. So normally people doesn't know that actually you can tap onto the luck pillar side, and this clash combo also will appear. You just need to scroll up and you will see everything. I will share my full screen later on, and I'll show you how does this scrolling up, scrolling down will give you the interaction. So you can, like, somebody post on Facebook, somebody asking questions, what happening to my chart, and you can like, you see somebody is very good answering this guy or giving the good answer. So you can check back, where is the interaction that happened? Where is the clashes and combo? Okay. Also, you can have the auxiliary star, the annual, to give you a further insight of what's happening. That's a little bit from more pro, but I think we're all newbie here, and we need to also learn all this kind of thing so that you can get familiarized with it. Because in Bazi, all we care, all we wanted to know is like clashes and combo and auxiliary stars. Okay, so inside there, actually, I have put some details on how do you adjust the date. Okay, the arrow there, you can see it just doesn't just give you to pick a date. It also gives you a wiki search. So you just scroll a little bit to the left, and you will see the wiki, and inside there you can put the name. You want like Elon Musk, okay, or Datuk Mahathir. So everything you can put inside and just play with the apps and understand what's happening to the Bazi, okay? And then the next one is the overview. This overview is like something similar to Datuk chart. All the structure will be there, the good direction, the egg mention. Later on, I will tell you what is it. And all the other useful goal. It even give you a balance element inside. Okay, so the shifting balance actually is like, this is very deep dive and very pro for all the consultant out there, because here you can actually see from a different perspective on the relationship. So this is for the pro. Okay, so I'm not going to explain this too much. You can play with it, you can tick on it and see, oh, okay, this changes all the reading. So from this side, actually, you can see everything else from the perspective of this element. Okay, inside you can see whether this is a father or father-in-law or your sister. Okay, so next one is so here is the place for the overview. Okay, inside here you can actually, this is the parts that very good for us as a newbie, because we need to know the element. What does this element actually brings? Okay, you can tap to every single things on here, and you will notice that it will give you some information, like what is an iron, what is used for this iron, and also mentioning here that this iron will give you a different character, that it will be blunt, it will be direct, it will be straightforward. Okay, so when a dog, this is the animal sign, so you can also check out this animal sign, whether this person is, what kind of profile this guy have comparing to this iron. So this is a day master pillar. Okay, so if you want to check other things, you can use other places that I will show you later. Okay, so inside here you will see nobleman, fish person. This is directly same like Tattoo Joey plotter chart. Actually, I prefer Tattoo Joey plotter because it gives you a full reference. But this is for you to get to know the element, the characters. Okay. On the upper side, you can see that you have like something for reference, like what is the age, what is the relationships. Okay. You can see external, internal. So this is for you to play with it. Okay. So the next one. Okay. This is like structure. Structure reference is like, what are you actually dominant in your chart? This is almost the same with Tattoo Joey one. You can refer this, and actually you can tap inside to see whether this element brings what kind of characters. You can use it. You can understand the characteristic. So you can give more information. Okay, here is more to like you're doing others people parts for others people. So here you can check everything about this person and like what is his strong, so that you can understand the characteristic of this person. Okay. So when you click on it, you will see the reference element. So what does it means to this guy, and how does a water become? So this is for all the inside the plotter. So you can check all this information. So for us newbie, information is very important because we need to get familiarized with it. When you want to remember something, it's kind of hard sometimes. You can't force yourself to remember. Okay, so when you're doing like, okay, I want to read your parts chart. Let's see what is it for you. And then you get to learn one by one. So I also do like that to my friend. I actually bring this plotter out, this Sp8cetime, and use Tattoo Joey plotter also. So I'm using both of them to like give a better interaction or better reference point. Okay. So okay, when you scroll down a little bit more, you will see the profile, the useful God, and here you can see the percentage for you. Okay, then you can tap inside and also check all the reference point for it, and from that you can understand. Okay, this guy actually is an indirect resource. Indirect resource inside, they will give you some different keywords. And this is very important for us newbie because there's 10 gods and you can't really actually remember all of them. So you can use this to like notes and study it. So the balancing element, that is for the pro, but inside this plotter actually gives you a balancing element so that you can take some action-based thing regarding to, for this person, is regarding to water. Okay, so you can just cross-check it with Tattoo one, just for reference. Okay, this is just for reference. I strongly like encourage to use Tattoo plotter, but this is like for notes, for diaries, and for your reference point from time to time. Okay. Sorry, yeah. And
no worries. Is that the last one? Okay.
No. Okay. This is for the direction. I think this one is a very easy thing. You can check it on the Tattoo one. Inside here, you can actually tap what kind of things that this mentioned, so that you can understand too for your reference point. Okay. That's why I say that use this for notes. And okay, I think this is a little bit too advanced. So actually you can play with it and understand it, because inside this, you can know that which animal sign will have a different reference to you. It's an auxiliary stars, okay? So I'll give you some example from lately. This is how that we actually used to like getting to know more with Bazi. What is the interaction? Sometimes you saw Nelly posting something like, okay, now on this arrow side, you can see that it's like underappreciated. You have wood as growth and have a destruction interaction. So you can actually use this plotter and like you just create it, you select back the date and time. It's actually very easy to find back the actual birthday. When all the stamp and all the animal sign was there, you can actually just Google search the Wu Earth red is under which year. Like that, you already can find the year, and then month is a fixed one. Horse is on June, and then monkey days you just select back on the plotter. Later I will show you how. Okay, so here's the interaction that I pick up from Nelly's post. So here is the interaction between them. So you can see from 2011, is actually have a combo with the pig and the high and yin. Yin is a tiger. So here is actually combo with the hour chart. Okay. So when the yin and the pig and the tiger have a combo, then it will mean the color you when you see is green is represented by wood. Okay. H is harm. The star, the spiky one, is actually destruction. Okay. So you can see the interaction from here. Okay, then you just see, okay, this is what's happening to this person, and this kind of clash, this kind of combo actually brings different meaning. Okay, you can check back on Nelly's chart and Nelly's post on the Bazi journey, so that you can see what that Nelly explained, the whole paragraph, and then you will get to know, okay, so this kind of thing happened like this, and I'm just using this plotter to see the interaction. Okay, so this is for the this is bonus for, okay, this is the extra one. Extra is when you want to find the library. On the library side, you can search for all the interactions, how 5 element interacts, what is 5 elements means to like water, is water emotional or not. So when you're following Kevin Chan, you can actually know that all of this actually has a special meaning. Every element have their emotion, every element have their characters. So from here, you can actually go and search for it. Okay, and I think this is the last slide. I'm going to show you guys the apps. How did I change everything? Okay, sorry.
No worries. Thank you so much. And that was very informative. And also, I think you really cover all the way from basic to pretty advanced use of the app. So while Shino is actually changing to his phone, so he's actually going to use the app now to demonstrate live on how to use this app. Okay, so you're ready, Shino?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll hand it over back to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now you can see from these apps, actually on the nature chart, you can scroll to the left, scroll to the right, sorry, and you will see the life and the conception palace. Okay, so whenever you tap one time onto the nature chart, it will show you all this information, okay, from melodic element, from the 12 growth phrases, and also will tell you that the hexagram on this pillar, okay, then it will tell you what is it in your chart, okay, what actually lagging from this app that it doesn't actually give much of information to the conception and the soul palace, okay. So here you can see from the, I'm tapping into the month pillar. So this month pillar have an interaction with the day, had an elegant seal on the auxiliary stars and the wealth storage for the auxiliary star. So how do we see the day? The day was actually resemblance by D, and the year will be the Y. So it will mean that the auxiliary star for this is wealth storage, elegant seal for the day, and the year breaker for the months. Okay. So from here, you can check on the nature chart whether you have clashes or combo. So just for your own reference, and whenever you search for combo or clashes, actually you can search online for all the interactions. like Nelly posting on the punishment these few days, and you can actually go back and check Nelly's post. Okay, what does this mean inside my data chart? Okay, so on the bottom, you can actually also scroll to the left to check on the luck cycle. This is a 10-year cycle. Inside here, when you tap once, it will show you the interaction. So I tapping on the year, and you slowly scroll up, and you will check all the interaction between. And actually, this can brings a little bit activity to you, because you might think that, okay, this year have a sin matter. The sin matter is very strong because the top is sin matter. Cho also have sin matter. So this energy is very strong. What does this energy represent to me? Okay, is this ox going to clash me? So you will have to check on that and see what is the interaction. So you also bring forward the annual, something like the annual auxiliary star for you. So you can check with it and see whether this is useful to you or not. So mainly you can see the interaction between the year pillar. With the year pillar, you bring the dragon, the fortune virtue, and the lonely star, red matchmaker, and gold carriage. This reference point is actually different from Datuk. Datuk had already upgraded the language, so you might find a little bit different. But if you check back, it's actually more or like the same. Okay. So here is how I learned from the interaction parts. Okay, and how this plotter give me the education, so that I can get with it and understand it. I think from here you can actually tap and check out this overview, the profile, and you understand what does this water represent to you, and it even gives you the body parts. I think that's one of the things that when you're watching Kevin Chan or someone else explaining what the health parts is and how these body parts being clashed will cause what kind of effect. Okay. So this is how the preview of this app, and that's all from me for this butter explanation of how to use this. Okay.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And do you have any more things you want to share, or that's it?
Actually, I can share back the slide to tell you how I use it for daily activities.
Okay, maybe we'll save that later for a while. So meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions, you can type in the chat. So we have some time. We can use this time to answer some questions. For Shino, if you have any question, you can type in. Lee Ng was asking, will there be a replay? Yes, the Facebook Live will be kept here all the way in this tribe, so it won't be deleted, so you can always come back and watch it. Yeah, so if you have any question, you guys can ask questions now. If not, if you really just love what you hear, just give him some thumbs up, and some hearts if you can, to encourage him, or even type a yes or type a 1 to really encourage him, so that after the live he can go back and go through all the comments and see all your encouragement, guys. Okay, so meanwhile, if you have any question, you can always ask. If not, then I will ask him some questions. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So do you visit the app every day, Sino?
Yeah, almost.
Almost every day. What's the one feature that you use most often in the app?
Achievement, because morning I have to do all the sage mode manifesting. So sometimes I will check if there are any extra on the days for flying birds, green dragons, or jade maiden, just to heighten up the attraction level or the courage that I needed to. Yeah. So mostly in the morning I will open the apps to check all this. Then in the afternoon, when I want to do something, I will check on the parts side whether today is a combo day or not. So to use it on a daily basis.
Wow, nice. So we have one question from Jeanette. Jeanette was asking, have you seen any difference between JY system and the Spacetime apps?
Yeah, actually they have some difference, a very big difference. Because my luck pillar actually is different from Space-Time and JY. That's why I encourage you, you guys, to use this as just for a reference point. Don't like stay on these apps just to study, or you wanted to know some of the elements. You just go inside here and you check with it, okay? Because my luck pillar is actually different 10 years. So that's the big problem for me. So I'll just stick with Tattoo Joywan, because when I first learned, I was using Tattoo Joywan all a while. So I doesn't want to change that.
Yes, exactly. And I'm sure there's some differences because the way he calculates the formula is very different. And I believe he had the formula boils down to the exact science itself, and he have tested it himself. Just like myself, just a bit of sharing my natal chart. If I use a traditional plotter, my day master is totally different. Okay, because of the timing and the hour and everything. So I in fact get to ask him this question in person before. You know, why is my day master different in traditional other kind of plotter? I didn't use Space-Time back then. I used another plotter. A friend introduced me. And he gave me the answer itself because of the way some tradition they prefer a different school. So like Bazi has so many different schools, right? So some will prefer a certain schools, and he believe that this way of calculation is correct. So that's really up to individual, right? I don't believe that's right or wrong. It's just a different way of looking at it. Yeah. So let's see. There's some question. A lot of people are sending you encouragement. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
I really encourage you to go and see all the comment later.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, a lot of people are sending you encouragement. Okay, so also another question for Janet. Have you been using date selection in the app itself?
Yeah, just to study also, actually. Just to learn others people reference point. Like today is a success day. When you are actually using the apps, you can have a date selection column, and you see actually it's a 3 stars. So you will get curious actually what happening today. Okay, you have a success day. It gives you information like the 28 constellations about the tails. Today is the 28 constellation of tails, and tails actually are giving you like you are good for do feng shui, burials, and other information inside. You just have to tap it. Yeah. So mostly I use it to study others people date selection, like Datuk Y, what happens today, how that Datuk layer from flying star, from auxiliary star, from day, and from all the 12 officer. Yeah.
Cool, so cool. And April asks, April Law, sorry, asks, Sino, do you design this app?
No.
I just want to.
No. This I have to say this disclaimer also. This is app. Actually, I just found out, and this is not mine. I didn't design this. I'm not that professional to design such an app.
So cool. Yeah, this app actually belongs to, I think, someone else. So it doesn't belong to him. But he says so much information. Thank you so much. And so cool. And yeah, Marcus was asking, do you use Chiman chart and the formation in the chart?
Yeah, for the daily. Like I mentioned just now that when I wake up, I will check when I want to do manifestation or want to go into stage mode. So I will check whether they have a special formation for the days, because I have been into Thrive. So actually I have to thank Jane to give me the free ticket. So I go into the Thrive, and Dato actually given all the date for heightening your sixth sense, your inner peace. So all this actually refers to the Demon Day chart.
Yeah.
So I will probably use that to continue all this to heighten up everything, give me a boost of energy. Yes.
Actually, there's so much to do every single day. If you just do 5
Yeah.
minutes, just focus on one activity, there's so much to do and so much you can make difference. So guys, Any more questions? If any more questions you want to ask, are we still going to hang around for another 10, 15 minutes more, depending on how many questions coming in? Okay, so if any more questions, please type in. Yeah, so Jane is the one that gave you the tickets. Jane is like so happy.
Yeah, very thankful to Jane to give me the tickets.
Okay, so Jeanette has another question. Jeanette asked a good question. So she asked, for example, how do you read general usage and personalized usage as compared to JY's reading? I'm not sure if I understand the question. Do you understand the question?
I also not very understand the
What do you
questions.
mean, Jeanette? You might want to,
Uh,
for example, what do you mean by general usage and personalized usage? Yeah, you might want.
uh, I think I gave a little bit of a heads up.
Mm,
Mostly I use it when somebody posts their chart
yeah.
and asking for what's happening to my relationships and what I'm going to do with my relationships. I want to know about it. So I will use the space time and just plot this person chart and see what's the interaction happening. And I'll check the comment, and understand, okay, this guy answer him that you have this clash in here, you maybe something happening to you here, or you have strong earth, maybe you are too procrastinating, like Tato always say, and or maybe you have too much water and you're emotional. So mostly I would generally use for that. Personal usage, I will like doing on the combo side. Yeah, because recently I have attended Dawson the free courses.
Mm,
Dawson actually give us some ideas how to use combo day to maximize our wealth.
yeah.
So when we have a combo day, we have a 6 combo or 3 combo days, I will use that to like, okay, I want to do something about wealth today to maximize the energy.
So your combo, does it reference to 3 harmony and 6 harmony? Is that the combo?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes.
Just to clarify, because I think some people use 6 harmony and 3 harmony. If not, then people ask this question again. What do you mean by 3 combo and 6 combo?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jane asked a question, but my question is not space time, but more of when you integrate space time in your life. Okay, when you use space time app in your life, what advantages you notice?
Uh, a more simplified way to use the energy. Yeah, because you can actually, I'm not sure the plotter right or wrong. That is one of the parts, but I do like just follow for a daily basis. For
Okay.
like just how I mentioned for a combo, everything that will actually brings forward me the courage I have now to talk live, to talk with so many people, and the inner peace I have that I have actually able to bring such slide into some action base and to share with other people. So I can be sure that this actually help a lot of people. So
Wonderful.
that is the inner peace. Yeah. So when you are doing that for daily basis, like you are trying to use all the energy together, I even use the flying star chart, but recently I just follow like Joe Boy one, and Joe Boy actually mentioned now that he changed every palace each day. I say, what? You can change like that? So you can change the star number one wherever the day is on the day chart. So this is something special. So, but I can't do that because this is too tiring.
Yeah,
One place is month is too much already.
one sector per month already very tiring, and you're gonna chase for 3 months. That already is a very disciplined way to chase flying star. And if you do it daily, that's I think it's going to be crazy. I personally would prefer use Chiman. I personally love Chiman better. I love feng shui. I mean, uh, it's great. I'm now staying this house coming to 6 weeks now. I'm enjoying the effect of it. Starting to see some of the effect and things like that. But personally, I love Chiman so much better. I think it's so much easier to and it's free. Okay, feng shui sometimes it can be expensive. You want to buy a house or you want to renovate and you want to do things like that. Yeah, yeah. So, any more question, guys? Okay, if you have any questions, please type in. We still have some time, maybe 10 more minutes or so. If not, you can just give some more likes, more heart to Shino and really thank him. It's all for him. Okay, tonight he's the star. I'm just the host and I'm the MC for him. Yeah. So Marcus say, I'm lucky to have my room in South Sector for this year and to chase the monthly star. Yeah, Marcus, you can do all your activities and action in the room. Okay. You even including rolling on the bed if you want to. But I'm very happy for Marcus. Marcus actually now got amazing results, after using Chinese metaphysics. Yeah. So thank you guys. So King Ken was asking, the Compass app got guides. I don't really understand.
The Compass app, I think he mentioned the 24 mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, inside the apps actually have 24 mountains, have what else is it? I think the 8 mansions and the Daqua. Mostly is one of the I think it's for the landform. Yeah, for the landform feng shui. Okay, but you cannot use the compass of a phone to determine the directions. And that's one of the things that I want to emphasize, because you can use it as a reference point, but you cannot use it as the actual directions. Okay. Inside also you can have others. You can tap into all the numbers, the names, and you get a special reference point for that, and you can understand what does this mean. But don't use it for direction. You get very confused.
I totally agree. Like for example, you want to know what's the red direction, degree, because you want to remember. You don't want to remember that. You just want to use that as reference. So that's one way to use it, right? Feng Shui, you definitely need a luopan. Even a small one, but you need a proper luopan, because especially if you use Shen Hong Da Gua formula, very advanced formula, you need to be the exact degree. Definitely you need a luopan. So personally I've experienced that, and it's crazy. Just to get the exact degree is almost impossible. But you need a lot of patience. So no way you can use a phone, because the phone has so much magnetic interaction and interference, and it's crazy. You just go and get a very simple, those cheap, like from Taobao or anywhere, those very small magnetic compass. I think it's so much better than a phone next time. I mean, together. Yeah, so that's where it is. Yeah, so I think, so Janet was asking, so what sector are you sitting on now?
Now, actually, on the west sector, I didn't sit on any formations because I didn't do anything. Because all the while you are accumulating all the energy already. Exactly. So when you want to do live, I'm not like Joe Boy that wanted to sit all the sector on the nobleman sector. I think that will be a little bit too much.
And today is your first live, right? So I think he is also very anxious setting up other things rather than the things. Yeah. So, okay, I think Jane asked a good question. You might want to explain a little bit. I know the answer, but I'll let you to answer this. Jane asked, how to chase monthly star? Thought that South is star 1 for nobleman.
That is for the annual. Star 1 is for annual, this for the South. But if you want to chase the month, this month actually is on Southeast. Yes, I'm sitting on Southeast until 4 or 5th April. They will change to another directions. Yeah.
Right. So Jane, actually, if you want to chase the star, the monthly flying star, you have to use the monthly flying star chart. It's just like Chiman chart. There's a year Chiman chart. There's a year flying star chart. There's a monthly Chiman chart. There's also a monthly flying star chart, and it started on the same day. Okay, so if you want, then you got to get the monthly flying star, and you have to focus on one star and chase that star for 3 months consecutive. Okay, so you have to plan in advance. So you don't want to chase a star that on the 3rd month it lands in your toilet, right? And you got to use the toilet for the activity, right? Or a missing sector if you are using apartment. I mean, because Singapore, most apartment like HDB have a lot of missing sector. So you have to plan in forward a bit, okay, if you want to chase a star. Yeah. So I personally much simpler. I just use the sector itself. Yeah. Cool. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? So Shino, you have any last thing you want to share? Anything you want to share?
Okay. I think I'll share a little bit more at once how to use the apps for daily usage. Okay. Sorry, yeah.
I will let you set up. Janet has a question. How to the energy can feel that I'm chasing daily or monthly or even yearly? Jeanette, is an interesting question. You want to answer that? How I think the question is how to know the energy can feel that you are chasing daily or monthly stuff, even yearly stuff.
I think I have to use Datuk all the while what Datuk always say. Listen, try first and believe it later. You just do it first and believe it later. It's either that you get it or you don't get it. I think that's how Datuk always told people. Listen me first and believe me later. Is it?
Hey, Jeanette, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. So you can set up the chart while I answer this. I totally agree with Shino, you see, because at the end of the day, Chinese metaphysics is a lot about testing. You know, it's a lot about you taking action and you test what was taught, and you have to be the one experiencing it. Right. So when I was teaching the Qigong manifestation, so I always get the students, especially the first time they are brand new to Qigong, to really focus on something small and they can achieve it first. So once you achieve it and you have a taste of success, you will know that this thing works for you. So you might want to start something small as well, Jeanette, and then from there and see how it goes. Okay, experiment it and have fun. Right. So Alex asks, if south is my staircase, does it consider missing sector? You want to answer that, Shino?
I think that's not really a mixing sector. You just have to stay there. I actually have one time that I manifested on Qimeng. Actually, my northeast sector is the staircase. So when I'm trying to like do the sage mode and everything, I actually have to stand there to back face my own destiny chart, my own destiny palace. Yeah.
Exactly. Staircase still can use. You still can stay on the staircase, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so maybe something quick that you want to share, just in case. I don't want to give them later. They will be like,
Yeah.
blown away, and you're gonna be flooded with your PM in your Facebook later after that.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Let's start this for a very short one. Okay. How do you use it on a daily usage? Okay. This is one of my way that I picked up from Kevin and from Dawson and from the Tato Joey, the Recharge 2021. All this I pick it up from them, and I will try to use it on a daily basis too. Okay. So when you wanted to do something on the hourly usage, you can actually you want to study something, you wanted to do some shopping for your peace blossom activations. Actually, you can use all this hour. This hour actually is written to you, given to you on the plotter, on the Dato Joey Yap plotter, and you can actually like identify where is your intelligent star. Then, like me, my intelligent star is red. So I will pick 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. to do my like one hour, 1 power hour to study something, to learn something. Then when I want to find some person to go out for drinks, I also will use the nobleman time. So my nobleman time actually is a horse. It's between 11 a.m. and to 1 p.m. So I will use this hour to try to call my friends and ask them to, hey, want to grab some lunch or some drinks. So this is for the hourly usage. So even Kevin Chan, when you see Kevin Chan, actually Kevin Chan mentioned before that Kevin Chan using the hurting officer hour to present the daily Facebook Live. Okay, so it's like something that we can do, but it's like what I said to Janet just now. You just do it and believe it later, because this might take time to build up. This is like picking up accumulating your energy day by day. so you can be more good afterwards. Okay, so the other one is a daily usage. Okay, you also can use the same theory from the hour to go to the daily usage, but the special one is you can use combo day to do all your wealth, all the everything that relates to you that you wanted. You can actually use combo day to just match up with the energy to get more good with it. Okay, and then the next one is the newest one. This one is all about auxiliary star, the dragon virtue, the fortune virtue. All this were actually mentioned by Dato in the recharge. And then inside, actually, Dato showing us a special plotter with all the combo between hour, between days, which of the day that actually you can pick up. Okay, so you can actually play with the apps and understand which is the day that give you the perfect combinations with all these auxiliary stars. Okay, you actually have your own auxiliary stars, so you can just do it by a daily basis. I understand that this is a little bit advanced, but you can try and do it slowly. Okay, that's all for this bonus.
Wonderful, Shino. Wonderful. This is actually truly more advanced because you need to be more disciplined and you got to check daily. And I always like to say you don't have to use everything 100%. If you could just use 2 to 3 things a month, or even 2 to 3 good dates a month, or even a week, could give you extra boost to achieve your goal or even get closer to what you want, right?
Yeah, cause and effect. That's the most important thing. Yeah.
And it's always the 1% that you accumulate along the way, which I think you did really well since May last year, from complete newbie from Chinese metaphysics until now coming to 10 months.
Yeah.
You are getting like pretty advanced now, and the things that you are sharing is amazing.
I do learn a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep learning, and really share more if you can. And I believe the more you share, the more you learn. That's what I truly believe. That's why I also take the step forward and then share as much as I can, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so with that, I think let's see if we have 1 or 2 more questions. The group is very happy and very active today, so maybe you can hang on a little bit more, maybe 5-10 more minutes, right? So let's see the questions. If you guys have some more questions, we can answer a bit more questions, okay? So Alice was asking, may I know where to see the early branch? I'm not sure if you understand that question.
See the early branch?
Yeah, I don't understand the question. So Alice, you might want to retype the question. What do you mean by early branch, right? So Alexi was asking, can you show us please how to see the combo in the app? Did you see a color will appear? Did you say a color will appear? All right, thanks.
Yeah, normally when they have a combo, the color will appear because they will represent something. This combo will like giving a new element out for the for your Bazi chart, for your natal chart. Yeah, so when you click on it, you'll see the color. Then it's a combo. When you see an X, that's a clash.
Yeah, very good. So one more question. Have you activated the effect, that sudden incident, which is unfavorable, and how you remedy?
Sorry, this is too advanced. I'm not that professional yet. This is advanced, yeah.
Janet, I think usually you won't really activate the back sector unless it's like you say, it's accident, or it's somehow maybe your family members because you're staying with a family. So yeah, so that one probably you need a professional to talk about it. So Carmen was asking, can it be used for strategic Shiman planning ahead?
If you doesn't have other plotters, I think this is the things that you can do. So Dr. Joy always say, do whatever it takes. Yes. So yes, so if you doesn't have other plotters, this is the only place that you look for it. So what to do? This is it.
Yeah. So Alice's question was, may I know where to see the earthly branch? I think that's the question.
Branch. I think it's Peach Blossom.
It's the peach blossom earthly branch in Sinus like our usage.
Okay, at least I think you don't need to see that, because when you look on the bottom, that actually is a live. It's a live, like it will refresh every day. You will see the animal sign. So inside Datuk Joey plotter, you can actually know which is your peach blossom, which is your intelligent star. So you just take a look at it, or you just can, there's something more. Actually, you can double tap, and you can double tap and look for future planning. Okay, they will give you all the days and thing. I think I missed that. But never mind.
So it's actually in your Bazi chart. If you use any of the plotter, JY or Sp8cetime, I believe is listed out your nobleman star, your peach blossom star, your sky horse, and many more, right? So it's all listed. Solitary star, intelligent star, all is listed there. All you need to know is which animal, and that's where you can use it very specifically for month, day, or in Shino's case, it's actually hour as well, right? So that's how you use it. So you use that app to kind of find out which hour or which day or which month is those animals, and that's how you use it, right? So if the traditional way, you probably have to plot it using the 10,000 year calendar and the Tongshu and everything. So now with apps, everything you just press and within seconds you get the answer. Okay, yeah. So okay, so I guess we are there. Okay. Any
Yes.
last thing you want to share, Shino? I mean, any last words or anything you want to share with everyone here?
I think is to keep on in the tribes, and we will learn more and more things on Chinese metaphysics, and also that will transform our life. That's all I want to talk about.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for having the courage to really, approach me and talk to me. And we kind of like talked about this for about 2-3 weeks before that. And I really appreciate your time and your effort, and also your courage to step up and also to share with everybody. So everyone here, just give your very last light and your heart to Shino, and to really thank him. Comment some encouragement for him, so that after this live he can spend the next 1 hour just looking at his phone and reply all your comments. And just remember, don't flood him with all the PMs, please, guys. So yeah, if you really ask him for help or anything, I would really encourage you, if you give him an ang pao for energy exchange, okay? So just do that, and I'm totally fine with that, because he really contributed and gave to you guys, and I think it's just appropriate lah. You shouldn't just ask for free things always, right? And the tribe has been giving amazing resources and a lot of free learning from everybody, right? So with that, thank you everyone. Thank you for coming on live today. It has been an amazing one, and I know he chose a good date, a good timing, so that's why I stick to it.
Yeah.
So with the overwhelming response, and thank you, and remember, stay on and have fun and continue to learn, and let's grow together. Okay,
Yes.
till next time, see you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.